Welcome back to the Little Rickard Show. We just went over the sites for the baseball and softball PIAA state tournament for Monday. We also talked about the Phillies. We also talked about the Belmont Stakes. California Chrome came in fifth. There will not be a Triple Crown winner again this year. Now we're going to discuss. I want to discuss here the latest Penn State and the North Carolina situation. I don't know if any of you clicked on my link that I have on my page. I saw it yesterday. The latest on Penn State. Well, first off, there's an update today. The Attorney General, there's supposed to be a report coming out. She finished regarding the role that Tom Corbett, the current Pennsylvania governor, was the Attorney General when the Sandusky case was going on. It came out today. He's vindicated. No wrongdoing in his investigation. So there'll be more coming out next week. But regarding the video that the link that saw yesterday with John Ziegler, FairingReturner.com, and Kevin Slayton, a new sports talk guy in St. Louis, Missouri. He's going on there. Kevin Slayton, he is non-biased. He has no thing with Penn State. I've listened to stuff that John Ziegler's been on his show, the links and stuff. And my intuition that I said the last time that I talked about the Penn State situation, it's coming true again. Victim number 2, he hasn't said anything, and apparently his lawyer put him up to it. There's no evidence of sexual abuse or assault on him. He pretty much took the money on the advice of his attorney. And I think he got over $3 million. And I said it the last time I talked about it. All these victims, all they wanted was to cash in on the money on Penn State and hand the money over. And this comes by way of the insurance some insurance company. They have to file a claim, take information, and a source of John Ziegler said there is nothing written in that claim indicating the reason for the money to get the money. However, they got it, the legalese, how they got to do it. So to me, it proves what I said all along. Nothing happened to these victims, and all they wanted to do was to cash in, and that's exactly what's happening. And Kevin Slayton, who is a former attorney, his opinion is, if this is true, the attorney that is representing victim number 2, if everything comes out, should be disbarred as a lawyer. So, what I've said from the beginning is playing out. It's playing out like I said it would. So now, once this is all done, to me, the guy that's going to be collecting their money is going to be Jerry Sandusky. Sad, a lot of you are not going to be too happy, but all that money, because all the victims will probably have to give the money back, and it's going to go in Jerry Sandusky's pocket. On top, and probably if Schultz, Curley, and Spanier are found not guilty, they're going to get money in their pocket because they're going to sue. Free's going to be in some trouble. The attorneys who took on for the victims who's cashing in, they're gonna be all of them are gonna be disbarred. They ain't got the NCAA yet. So to me, I think what's gonna happen, the NCAA is not gonna go through the trial like they're like the bowl ban will be lifted this year. They will, I believe, Penn State will be bowl eligible this year. Uh, all this, the ball is rolling, although it's taken longer than I would have thought. But everything is playing out how I see it, how I said it from day one when all this went down. Uh, so if you don't believe me, just go halfway through because he talks halfway through the first part. The first half of the link is talking about the North Carolina situation. If you want to listen to the Penn State, the newest information, go on to my link that I have with Kevin Slayton, and it'll go into detail. As for North Carolina, it's come out that Rashad McCants from the 2004-05 Carolina national championship team took. So he came out and said he took bogus classes. He had a tutor write a paper for a class to pass to stay eligible. Uh, and if that's academic fraud. However, he's come out and said Roy Williams knew all about it. Well, I'm going to tell you something about Roy Williams. He's never been involved in any academic fraud when he was an assistant at Carolina. He wasn't involved in any of that at Camp when he was head coach at Kansas. And to me, McCants, he left after 3 years. He didn't get his degree. So I think he was disgruntled. Something happened and he was disgruntled. Number two, if there was anything of impropriety at all, that's when the academic advisor for the basketball team should have went to Roy Williams and said, "Hey, this is going on. Blah 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 blah. Check into it." Now, whether or not that happened, I've just of going by what I read. I don't know all the evidence. However, if Roy Williams did know, then he should be fired. However, I'm not going to rush to judgment. I think I've read most of his first book. He seems to be a classy guy. He has integrity. He hasn't done a good job recruiting the last couple years, but I believe from what I've heard, and read a couple months ago, he's getting some big time recruits coming in again. So we'll see. But overall, he's an integrity guy. He's does everything the right way. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't think he. I don't think he knew anything about this. I want to see if the academic advisor says anything. Plus, Sean May and I believe 16 players, including Sean May from that team, have come out and said that they don't know what Rashad McCants is talking about. They said Roy Williams has done everything right. Those guys went to class, so it seems to me McCants is there's something wrong there, and I find that I think he's a little shady. So I'm gonna let it play out, and when everything's done, then I'll react. But right now, I'm gonna say Roy Williams is innocent right now, based on the limited information that I have seen and read and all that. So right now the Stanley Cup playoffs are going on. I believe the Rangers are up 2-0 right now. They just scored again. So uh, we'll do a video tomorrow and update you that. Tomorrow also the NBA Finals game 2. I'll give you my opinion on LeBron James. I will say that he has a history of cramps and of cramping up, uh, I don't feel bad for him. So that's all I'm gonna say. So this will be it. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll update you on the Phillies, the third game of the 3-game series with the Reds. NBA Finals. We'll give you the score of tonight from the Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We'll talk a little bit about Game 1, the air conditioning failure at AT&T Center. We'll do all that. Uh, you can comment on my Facebook page, Low Record Sports, anytime you want. I'll try to answer my question. I'll try to answer your questions in comments. Feel free. Let me know how I'm doing, what I need to improve on. Uh, Feel free to do it. You can tweet me at LTR71, email LTR71 at hotmail.com. So, this is for you. I know you don't have a place to voice your opinion on sports. This is the place. So, until tomorrow, this is the Little Record Show, Little Record Network. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night. See ya!